Good day to all our esteemed viewers. Welcome once again to Agriculture Educational Series. My name is Dr. Oniadebayo Francis. I'll be your host for this episode. And for this episode, we shall be considering some of the benefits of water sanitation in poultry. Yeah, I want to quickly tell us a story.
Come off that. Come on.
You get one of my friends in name na Livinus. Now every week Livinus they come down with malaria. In fact, now back to back in the treat malaria. So now every week Oga pharmacists they cash out for Livinus matter. If Oga pharmacists no see Livinus for 1 week, you go don't call am. Hello, Livinus, I never see you this week. Livinus think say Oga pharmacists like am, but Livinus no understand say Oga pharmacists they cash out on a regular on top of matter. Because through Livinus, Oga pharmacists they cook better soup for him family every week.
Nice.
One thing that Livinus fails to realize is that as Livinus is treating malaria, Livinus is equally sleeping in a mosquito infested environment without protection. He does not have a net protection which can which can shield him from mosquito bites. And that is why Livinus keeps coming down with malaria. The story I have just narrated perfectly describes the condition of so many farmers. We spend so much money on drugs, treating our flock from time to time. But one thing we have failed to realize is that we are the one that is actually feeding our flock with bacteria and viruses by our action and our inactions. One of the two popular means through which birds get infected is actually via water and via feed. And you discover that recently cholera is actually ravaging in Nigeria. And if you do your research, you will discover that cholera is actually a waterborne infection. And that is the reason why you have cholera outbreak majorly during the rainy season. So, and it has been established that 70% of poultry diseases are actually waterborne. Meaning that if you can take care of your water, you are taking care of about 70% of infection that should actually affect your flock. For most farmers, now we they treat, now we still they load our beds with virus and bacteria. My brother, no be juju be that. Juju now. So as a farmer, you need to take water sanitation very, very seriously. Then secondly, another thing that I want us to understand as a farmer is that you can never get the best out of your flock. Mark me. You mark my words. You can never get the best out of your flock if you ignore water sanitation. If you buy the best brand of chicks in the market, if you give them the best medication, if you give them the best vaccine in the market, and you give them the best feed in the market, and you completely ignore water sanitation, you won't get the best out of that flock. Because it is a proven fact that nobody can function optimally. Even you as human, you cannot grow optimally, you cannot function optimally when you are sick. You discover that when you have a particular sickness, probably malaria, your appetite will be affected. Even your conversion at that stage will be affected. Let's even assume you have the right appetite. Your conversion at that minute will be affected. At that time, at that period of time will be affected. Because part of what should go into body building, into flesh building, into muscle building, into bones building, will be diverted into fighting infection. Like Nigeria as a country has not been doing wonderfully in terms of economy because of the internal and the internal crisis that we have been facing from Boko Haram, from IPOB and Yoruba nation agitators and stuff like that. So even as poultry farmer, we must have this basic understanding that to get the best out of our flock, we must ensure that our water is clean and free of germs. Always. Then the third thing is that a lot of farmers believe that once you do your regular routine vaccination, when I say for broiler production now, your gumboro, your Lasuta, your infectious bronchitis, you believe you can go to sleep that your butt is covered. But the experience of most, I know the experience of most farmers is that even after doing all those things, you will still discover that your flock will come down with this infection at one stage or the other, and you begin to wonder, this flock is covered, why are they down with this infection? The reason is not far-fetched. The reason is because you completely ignore water vaccination. No matter how good your security architecture, when you give vaccines and when you give vaccines to flock, what you are doing indirectly is that you are building the body immune system. You are building the natural defenders of the body. You are building the soldiers of the body. So no matter how strong your security architecture is as a nation, if the number of problems that you are being exposed to per time, if you are fighting external battle, internal battle, Boko Haram, kidnapping, there is no way that you can function optimally, like I mentioned. And one of the reasons why Nigeria has been struggling as a nation is that the reason why we have not been able to overcome our internal struggles, our internal challenges, our internal insecurities is because we have overstretched our security apparatuses. Architectures. We have overstretched our security architectures, and that's the reason why we are struggling as a nation. So even after doing your regular gumboro, your regular ND, your regular infectious bronchitis, you must make sure that water sanitation is properly taken care of for your birds to be able to be protected. Because when the number of bacteria and viruses that you expose your flock to per time is more than what the defense mechanism, defense architecture of the body can cope with, the birds will actually end up coming down with the very virus and bacteria that you have protected them against. Thank you for watching. I want to encourage us to stay glued to this channel because we deliver educative content, we deliver informative content, we deliver industry relevant content. We teach you some of the technical know-hows of how you can get the best out of your investment. Thank you for watching. Do well by following us across our social media platform. We're on Facebook, Agricorp Media. We're on TikTok. We're on YouTube. Simply search for Agricorp Media on YouTube or Agricorp. You to follow us. Any challenges as relating the topic that we have discussed so far, you can let us know in the comment section and we'll attend to your questions. Thank you so much.